Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Aurelia Nisha Putriatmaja. I'm from Business International class. So today I will presentation about accountability. So let's get started. First is definition accountability. Accountability, which means responsibility or circumstances to be accounted for or a situation to be held accountable. Accountability, namely the functioning of all component driving the running of the company's activities, according to their respective duties and authorities. Accountability can be defined as the obligation of individuals or rulers entrusted with managing public resources and thus concerned with them to be able to answer matters concerning their accountability. Accountability is closely related to instruments for control activities, especially in terms of achieving results in public service and communicating them transparently to the public. So I have 5 parts about accountability. Include types, principles, function, dimension, and tools. So let's start. Next is knowing the types of accountability. In Mardia's opinion, that accountability includes 2 types, namely, first is vertical accountability. Vertical accountability is a condition where a person must be accountable for a decision taken from a higher authority position. For example, someone from the local government to the central government, or the head of a company branch to the director, and so on. Secondly is horizontal accountability. Horizontal accountability is a form of accountability to the wider community or environment, and there is no relationship between superior and subordinates. For example, this responsibility is closely related to completing tasks to serve and help the public. Next is accountability tools. First is strategic plan. Strategic planning is a process that helps an organization think about the goals it needs to implement to carry out its mission and the direction in which it must take to achieve those goals. Number 2, performance plan. Performance planning highlights the commitment of the organization to achieve certain results according to the goals, objective, and strategic plan of the organization of budgetary results requirement. Number three, performance contract. Performance contracts are designed in conjunction with those that provide a process for measuring performance and at the same time doing the job of building accountability. Number 4, accountability report. Annual accountability report include program and financial information such as audit financial report and performance indicator that reflect performance related to achieve the main goals of the organization. And the last is self-assessment. It is a continuous process in which the organization monitors its performance, achieve performance goals, measure achievement and stage of performance, and assess its ability to control and improve process. Next is principles. What are the principles of accountability? The various principles of accountability that can be seen are as follows. First, provide an assurance in using resources consistently in accordance with applicable laws and regulations. Number 2, have a commitment from the leadership to all staff in carrying out organizational activities that have accountable value. Number 3, carry out the goals of the vision, mission, benefit, and result obtained throughout the organization. Number 4, provide information regarding the level of achievement of predetermined goals and objectives. Number 5, have the principles of being transparent, honest, innovative, and objective. And next is the accountability dimension. First, accountability and legal integrity. Responsibility is compliance with laws and other regulations required by the organization. Honesty, accountability, avoid office abuse, corruption, and collusion. Legal accountability ensures that law enforcement is enforced, and honest accountability ensures good organizational practice. Next is management responsibility. Management responsibility or performance responsibility is the responsibility to implement organizational management effectively and efficiently. Next, program accountability. The organizational program must be a program with a quality and support strategy to achieve the vision, mission, and goals of the organization. And the last is policy accountability. Public authorities suddenly have to take responsibility for predetermined policies with regard to what impact they will face in the future. What are the functions in accountability? In Bound's opinion, the principle of accountability consists of two functions, namely, first, as a tool to monitor tasks and activities. In its function, accountability is a way to monitor tasks and a program activities carried by superiors to their subordinates or to the top position. Number two, prevent abuse of power or position. The purpose of this accountability is to prevent abuse of power or answers to duties or powers which refer to corrupt activities. And the last is accountability aspect. First, accountability is a relationship. Accountability is a two-way communication as described by the British Columbia Auditor, a bilateral agreement. Number two, result-oriented accountability. In today's private and public sector organizational structures, accountability focuses on result, not input or inputs. Number three, reporting is required for accountability. This report is the backbone of accountability. And the last is accountability means nothing without result. The key word used in the discussion and the definition of accountability is responsibility. Responsibilities represent obligation and obligations come from consequence. So that's all from my presentation today about accountability. Thank you for your attention guys and have a nice day.